Yo, what it is, YouTube? It's Alex J, your boy, back with another one today, man. God bless y'all. Hope all is going well with my people out there, man. Got a couple of things I want to touch bases on real quick. A couple of basketball things, couple of NFL things, going on with the combine. Some rule changes the NFL is trying to make all around. So we go touch base on a few things today, man. First, I want to start off with some basketball topics. The OKC Thunder, man, that's that is my basketball team that I'm always rocking with, win, lose, or draw. Here lately, I got an Apple Watch this past week, man, and it's kind of cool, man. I was actually able to open my laptop with it without even typing on my laptop, man. I had my watch on, it was just like ooh. But yeah, man, the OKC Thunder, man, this week, man, just a few nights ago, man, just last night they actually beat the Brooklyn Nets. At one point they was on a 36-9 run. Night Monday night, they ended up blowing the 25 plus point lead to the Timberwolves, man. So the Thunder are definitely right now, if you ask me, they're trying to get prepared for the playoffs, trying to make sure they got all heads on deck. Chet has been sitting out every other game. They are definitely trying to make sure that they are ready. And last year with them losing the way they did, I could have sworn we was up at least 2 games in that series against the Mavericks with Luka over there. But we ended up, ultimately losing that series. So they are definitely trying to make sure that they have everything that they need to make sure that we are ready to make this postseason run and most likely go get the chip this year. We still got the first seed. We ahead of a lot of other teams right now in the Western Conference. So they just got to make sure they doing what they doing to make sure they want to get what they get. Shout out to that boy Cade Cunningham coming out of OSU, Boomer Sooner. But hey, I just got to give props where it's given. That man got the Detroit Pistons finally being relevant again, and God knows how long. I don't remember the last time the Pistons have ever been relevant ever since I've been an adult watching basketball. Even in my teens, I don't think they were ever any relevant. So definitely shout out to him. The NFL, man, they are doing a couple of things. They are trying to change the overtime rules. They think that teams that win the coin toss are favored to always win the game. But I mean, hey, if you go out there and it's literally a coin toss, there's no, I don't know how anybody could do any cheating with the coin toss. I mean, it's you flip a coin and just chances are 50-50 if it's going to land on heads or tails or whoever get it. Whoever says heads and they get it and they elect to receive and they got a good offense to go out there and drive down the field, then, I mean, it is what it is. It's a lot of rule changes and stuff. I'm always definitely down to see some rule changes to protect the players and, make the game more exciting. But I definitely think they probably should just leave that alone. Just me personally. I don't see really too much of anything that's wrong with the way they're doing it. Like, hey, like right now, even both teams get a chance to touch the ball. Even if you do win the coin toss, you go down and score a touchdown. They get the ball back to the other team, and if they don't go score, then hey, that's game. It is what it is. Another thing, one thing I think that's something I think is kind of just it is what it is. Like I'm all for them. Like I said, trying to make the game a better game, more exciting game, keep it fair. But I think that's pretty fair. But one thing that I heard this week that I just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I don't know if this is like if this is just 100% true about the team, but the Green Bay Packers, an anonymous team, everyone's saying it was them. But they're trying to ban the tush push, the play that the Philadelphia Eagles run nonstop all the time. Anytime they get a third down, 3rd and 1, or they get a 4th and 1, they run it and they're pretty successful with it. The Buffalo Bills run it. And my Steelers have even ran it once or twice over this last year. Kenny Pickett, whenever he was here, he had a couple of, especially his rookie year, man, he had a couple of nice QB sneaks where he could, he knew what to do, where to go, and get that first down, even get in the end zone, man. His first game playing for the Steelers, man, he ran in 2 touchdowns. So, yeah, it is what it is. But I think that's kind of lame, man. Just you guys need to invest in your defensive line, Green Bay Packers, or any team out there that's trying to call for the tush push to be banned. I think, me personally, like I said, I think that's kind of lame. Like, the Eagles have always practiced that play real hard. They've invested in the offensive line to make sure they get the right pieces to do that. You know, Jalen Hurts squatting 600 pounds, you know, in the offseason, making sure that he's strong enough to push and run through those, you know, like you can't be mad with any of the you know, outcome of that stuff if you're just not prepared for it. So me personally, I think that's kind of lame. I don't really want to see it get banned. I wanted to see other teams come to the table with really being able to compete and making sure that they can stop that play, because it can be stopped. Just gotta do your due diligence in the off season and during the season and do what you can do to stop it. Just stop it. It's as simple as that. Don't try to have it banned because you feel like they done came up with the secret formula. If that's the case, then a whole bunch of other things need to be banned. But yeah, just touching base on that real quick, man. I think that's just kind of lame. They don't need to be trying to, you know, ban plays in football. Unless it's just getting people hurt. But nah, man, they don't need to be doing that, man. My guy, Omar Khan had talked at the combine earlier this week. Talked about a lot of different things. Talked about which way the Steelers are trying to be going this year. Talked about how Broderick Jones is about to move back to the left tackle position. Talked about where we want to see, knowing that we went into last year with all our quarterbacks on our depth chart, we're on the last year of their deals, what we need to try to be doing this offseason to try to get one of those guys back. Me personally, everybody that knows me, I'm rocking with number 2, Justin Fields. That's who I want to be my starting quarterback this next year. I wanted him here last year to be our starter the whole year. I know Justin wasn't just playing super duper phenomenal, but he was playing good in those first 6 games. Like, he wasn't playing phenomenal. And then Russ came in and played pretty, I'd almost say almost great. I'd definitely give him probably like a, you know, almost great in those first few games. It seemed like after that Washington game, his, you know, job just, and you know what I mean? But hey, that's neither here nor there. That was last year. We going into 2025, 2026 season right now. So we got to just, you know, watch the 2024, 2025 season. It is what it is. It's over and done with. It's in the history books. There's no point in talking about it anymore. But I do like the fact that, you know, he talked about George Pickens possibly getting an extension, but I wouldn't be surprised if that's a smoke screen as well. Them possibly trying to shop George, trade him around. But if we get rid of George, we don't have a number 1 anymore. If we get rid of George, we don't have a number 1 anymore. After George, we got Calvin Austin. Shout out to him. We got Roman Wilson, who didn't get to touch the field this whole last year. So we don't necessarily know how he's going to be the second year in his NFL career. It's funny I say those 2 names back to back like that because Calvin Austin had to sit out his whole rookie year with a foot injury that kept him sidelined basically the whole year, and he didn't touch the field at all. And that's not the same injury that Roman Wilson had. If I'm right, Roman Wilson had somewhat of a knee injury, but it kept him on Roman Wilson played in the Raiders game, and that was it. And then he ended up getting hurt again at practice, and he wasn't able to touch the field at all really this past year for the Steelers. But if you ask me, man, oh, man, bro, George sometimes makes this stuff hard on us because it's like, man, he's a really, really, really super duper great talent. But also at the same time, man, he does cause certain distractions and stuff, and that's not good, and that's not what we need over here in Pittsburgh, man. Look, I say it as if I'm there, but that's my team, and I'm always rocking with them, win, lose, or draw. Yeah, so depending on how this draft falls and how we go see what's going to happen over these next few weeks, man, April is a whole month and some change away. We got to get all the way through March and all the way through April, man. Look, all this speculation that I'm talking about, possibly Matthew Stafford, man. I think Matthew Stafford's had a great career, but I don't want him to come be my quarterback in Pittsburgh. He's 37 years old. I mean, I'd much rather rock with a young gun going into the 2025 season. Aaron Rodgers, absolutely hell to the no. That is the league's biggest diva. We don't have any time for. I just talked about George Pickens being a distraction. You think George Pickens is a distraction? Let Aaron Rodgers come over here. Like, no. Absolutely not. We don't need that. We don't need that. I don't want that, and we do not need that. Aaron Rodgers, God bless you, brother. You go wherever it is you think is best fit for you to go, whether that be to the Raiders, whether the Jets already told you they don't want you. Yeah, man, whether the Dolphins is tired of Tua, but they didn't gave Tua a big bag. I don't know where it is you go, man. But hey, please don't try to come anywhere near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Uh, I wouldn't be mad if somebody like Daniel Jones came over to Pittsburgh only if he was a backup to my guy Justin Fields, and they gave Justin Fields the just real deal. Hey, he is going to be a starter, period, point blank. So, with those things being said, man, this is that slow time of year. We watching basketball right now. We watching the Okc Thunder and man, if y'all been seeing the 76ers this year with Paul George, and one thing I want to preface real quick, and Luka's been playing great over in LA. They seem like they starting to definitely mesh a lot better together. I watched that game they played against the Nuggets this past Saturday. Luka had a nice game that game. Seemed like he's starting to get, in the thick of things with LeBron and them over there, and then they just beat the Dallas Mavericks, his former team, just the other night, man. So it's definitely nice to see him starting to, pick up his flow and stuff with the Lakers, man. So, but like I said, the 76ers, man. The 76ers, the Dallas Mavericks gave up on Luka Doncic before the 76ers gave up on Joel Embiid. And Joel Embiid is always hurt, man. That's tough, man. Man, best of wishes to him, man. But hey, man, these guys are making millions every year, man. So it is what it is. But with this slow time of year, man, with us, we about to get into the combine. As you seen today, it was 1,000,001 cameras and microphones in Travis Hunter's face, man. So hopefully he can live up to all the hype in the NFL, playing both sides of the ball. And yeah, man. So I'm going to end it with this one right here today, man. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'm always rocking with y'all. God bless y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.